Sydney. I'm insane. I am insane. I'm dead though, but I'm insane. Got DMs by this person called Muzo, and they were like, "You want to play?" And I was like sitting there, waiting in queue for hours, and I thought about it really hard for a second. I was like, okay, I can either play in a tournament that might be fun, or I can play against Roadhog for that day. So I thought the tournament is the better choice.
Yeah, one and left. I put left, yes. I will be back.
The tank is fun in the sense that there's a lot of issues, but it's still fun. It's not. A lot of people thought it's gonna be really bad, but it's not that bad. They thought it's gonna be really bad because it's single tank. I don't think it's bad. I think it could be fun. I really don't like the fact that Roadhog is meta. It's really boring for me. I don't like characters like Roadhog. There isn't much thought process to them. It's just run around with hook and just hook people, and if your teammates are bad, you will lose the game. Like, that's about it. You know, like there isn't much you can do unless Urisa has been working well for me, but even then sometimes it doesn't work out. And another issue is queue times. I just waited 2 hours to get into a game. It is ridiculous. I'm having a mental breakdown. And third one is there's something that is personal to me. I don't know if other people agree with it. They might or they might not experience it. But what happens in my games is I'm gonna roll out on Winston. I even stopped doing that because everyone just plays Hog against me. But let's say I roll out on Winston on, for example, Coliseo or some push map or any map, it doesn't matter. And they're gonna go on Hog. Then I'm gonna lose the fight. They're gonna have an ult advantage. That means I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna swap to Urisa. They're gonna lose the next fight because Urisa counters Hog. And then they're gonna go Zarya, for example. And then I'm gonna swap to Winston back. And it's just a constant swapping with tanks. It really annoys me. I don't mind swapping a few times in a game, but constantly swapping time and time and time again. It doesn't come down to who's the best player most of the time. At least it doesn't feel like it. It feels like who is playing the best hero against me, and I don't like that kind of game. I don't like it when my character can just be destroyed by another tank. Like, I can play perfectly on Winston, but a mediocre Hawk player could ruin that for me and win the game. But it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel great. I understand the game is about counter swapping and stuff, but it's a bit too extreme on tank. I feel like every tank has a counter, and it's really annoying. What a great game. What a great fucking game. I was saving my bubble just for that. Like, I was legit just saving it. I don't know if he's gonna be broken, in the sense that there's no way anyone knows if he's broken or not without playing him. And the thing about Ramatra is that I feel like is really strong. There's two things. There's a few things, obviously, that might be dangerous. Recently, they came out and said that actually his ultimate doesn't reduce people's damage, which is really good. Otherwise, it would be insane. But one thing what I saw in the gameplay stuff, his mouse 1 on his default form, his normal form, deals so much damage and has no follow, which means that I can play Ramatra and go in Junkertown, and if the Widow just tries to scope, I can just beam her for a second and kill her across the map, which sounds ridiculous on tank. And the second thing is the punch, Nemesis form, going through shields might be a bit too, like, not only through shields, through bubbles, through shields, through people. It sounds really, really scary. And I don't know. It feels like he has a lot of tools, a lot of things he can use, and he might outclass other tanks. He probably will on release, depending. I don't know. Everything always changes, because I remember clearly when Sigma came out, everyone said he's really weak. I remember that very clearly. People were like, Sigma is horrible. But Sigma back then was stronger than Sigma today in Overwatch 2, where tanks are buffed. So I don't trust anyone, basically. I invented Winston. I invented this character.